The Lagos State chapter of the People's Democratic Party has unveiled Khadijat Bello as the running mate to its 2027 governorship candidate, Adedeji Dorothy. Bello, a technocrat-turned-politician, was presented at a ceremony in Ikeja. The party also presented certificates of return to its candidate for the Senate, House of Representatives, and Lagos State House of Assembly elections. The party equally inaugurated its Independent Campaign Council and Lagos PDP Campaign Council ahead of the general elections. The Lagos PDP chairman described Bello as intelligent, service-oriented, and passionate about the welfare of the people. He said victory is assured for Lagos PDP in 2027. In her hand speech, Bello thanked the party leadership for finding her worthy of the nomination. She urged members to set aside their differences, saying unity would overcome every challenge.
First and foremost, I will give all glory to Almighty God, Almighty Allah, for His grace, His guidance, His faithfulness, because without Him, none of this would have been happening or possible at this moment. I sincerely appreciate our leadership, party leadership, for finding me worthy of this great responsibility. I thank our governorship candidate, His Excellency, Engineer Adedeji Dorothy, for the confidence reposed in me. I assure you that I will be a dependable partner, committed to loyalty, teamwork, and collective vision we have for our dear state. The task ahead of us is enormous, but I am confident that together we can overcome every challenge. Let us put aside our differences and work as one people.
Dorothy described Bello as an accomplished woman who would join him in rebuilding Lagos through responsible leadership. He said after more than 2 decades of one-party dominance, Lagos residents are eager for governance built on competence and accountability.
I firmly believe that Lagosians, after more than 2 decades of under one political dominance, which is the APC of course, are eager for an alternative model of governance built on competence, accountability, inclusiveness, and equality service of delivery.
He appealed to former PDP members now in the other parties to return. Dorothy also announced Pastor Shem Enoch as Director General of the Independent Campaign Council and Mr. Akeem Olalemi as Director General of the Lagos PDP Campaign Council.
It is equally my great honor to announce the appointment of 2 distinguished gentlemen who will coordinate our campaign structures. First on the list will be Reverend Shem, who will be the Director General of the Dorothy Bello Independent Campaign. Pastor Shem, can you come on front here, please? Thank you. Here, I want to present to you the Director General for the Lagos State PDP Campaign Council, Honorable Akim Olalemi.
The PDP Southwest Secretary expressed confidence in Dorothy's capacity to govern Lagos, saying the party would win by May 2027. The event attracted party leaders and members from all 20 local government areas of the state and the Southwest Zone. Victoria Ogudende, TVWest, Lagos.
Every issue has many voices. Before the experts debate them, before the politicians defend them, we hear it directly from the people. This is Citizens Direct on TVWest. My name is Victoria Ogudende. In the past 1 month, several communities have experienced flooding in and around Nigeria, which has left many homeless. Today on Citizens Direct, we hit the streets to ask citizens if they think enough is being done to prevent flood disasters in Nigeria.
This draining from Mogbaye is very terrible. The government is not doing anything about the draining. Just come and pack dustbin, pack all the sand, go and sell it. If you see the rain are falling on yesterday on this, it enters some house people. Some people lose, some people gain. That one is not good. Like Okeodo now. I went to Okeodo yesterday. I cannot come back. I took Okada from Okeodo, 5,000 naira because of the draining. The draining is always wasting property. The should government try for us to do something about the draining. If you come from the caterpillar now or yesterday, the draining is very bad. Students, God save this one student. It's one Abokina carry the student from the quarter, or less that water will carry their student go. Please let us do a lot of things for the woman and the man and all the because Nigeria now suffer. She will what is calling it? Carry Boko Haram. Nobody can sleep very well. She want make God help us. Government to try for us by grace of God.
They say when you say the truth shall set you free. On the side of Tinubu, pushing money. Are you getting me? To checkmate flooding in Nigeria. The man really is doing that perfectly. Are you getting me? To say the truth. But on the side of people, he's handing over the monitor. They are all criminals. So in generalizing everything, to generalize everything, they are carrying it on his head because he is not up and doing to checkmate them. There is what we call price control and rationing. When you send agents to go to the market, if you want to control the price of commodities that is publishing your name, there is a section they used to call price control and rationing. These are the people that will enter into the market and check what the government has given order to sell is what they are selling. Are you getting me now? But because of other activities he's facing, are you getting me? He has not been able to cope with it. So that is why he's failing on the area of that one. He has given them enough to checkmate it. But there are criminals around him. Are you getting me? That are not doing enough to help him, to promote his name. Are you getting me? That's on the side of that. But total failure in security purposes. Total failure.
Yes. The government is doing a lot about the flood in Lagos State because government is doing a lot. But most of the people in Lagos State, they are not helping the government based on when it is rain now. So a lot of community, they will carry a lot of what's it called, dustbin, pour inside the gutter, and this thing it contributes a lot of problem in the government. We can imagine. You cannot expect government to come to what's it called, come to the streets, come to under the bus stop in the midnight to come and observe people. So we as a community, we need to do the needful in order to help the government.
I don't think enough is being done to prevent flood, because if the necessary and adequate infrastructure is put in place and due diligence, I don't think there will be flood in Nigeria that will cause chaos. The citizens are contributing because refuge where they ought to be, they'll be storing the refuge in the gutter, and it's also block the water flow.
Government have been trying. They've been trying their best. But you see, we citizens are like animals, which we need to be treated like animals. When you direct somebody this way and somebody doesn't follow, how do you feel? When the government is trying to put an infrastructure whereby the drainage will be okay for the people, whereby water will flow, you see some people who still carry dustbin, who will carry bin to go and block that drainage. The government is trying their best, but it's only that corruption has diminished everything. There is no checkmating in anything. The government only make law, but they don't checkmate the law they put to the people they are making the law for. There's a difference between giving a law, then checkmating that law you give. Maybe people are following that law. The government are trying, giving a law, but the people are not following that step the government want them to follow. That's why you see flood everywhere. Where water is supposed to flow, somebody will carry a bag of dustbin and go and fix there. Some money like say will even sell the land where water is supposed to pass. When the money like sell land that water is supposed to pass, tell me what will happen to houses around that place? Houses there will collapse. So the government is trying. Only that corruption is like they are wearing suit and tie every day in this country. Thank you very much.
In my own observation, I don't think they are doing enough. They are not doing enough because if you look at what happened recently, you agree with me that part of the reason we are not getting light now is because some players in the power sector declare force majeure, meaning there is a natural disaster that is beyond their control, and because they don't want to breach some contractual agreement without consequence. Force majeure is always a clause in such contract. But the question now is, why I feel they are not doing enough is, look at the flood is a global phenomenon. But what happens in Nigeria and most African countries has some inefficiency on the part of government. When you look at the flooding, you can clearly see that the water is dirty, and the reason it's dirty because the drainage is blocked, and perhaps the debris, the dirty in the gutter is already joining the flood on the streets. So if the government do their due diligence by making sure that they clear all the drainage ahead of time, I have to believe that the flooding will reduce. And another thing it does is, if you have a heavy rainfall, even if you have good drainage system, there are bound to be some level of flood, but it will ease out within a short period of time. I think that's what is obtainable in other places like United Kingdom. That is why if you see that flood is not always dirty. You show that there is heavy downpour that overwhelm the drainage, but within a short space of time, it goes away. But when the drainage is blocked, you take some time before you see the water clearing away. So for me, I think our government needs to do more. Citizens, yeah, definitely, there's no argument about that. Our attitude to environment is a major factor. You see, Nigerians, they are not environmentally friendly. Why will a sane someone drop refuse in the gutter, in the drainage, or even on the road? And the most worrisome part of it, that you realize that most recently, Lagos State came up with a policy to phase away styrofoam nylon that cannot be used more than once. The reason is not far-fetched, because studies are proving that, not Nigeria anyway, that small pieces of nylon materials that can only be seen by microscope is already being discovered in the brain of dead persons, even in the outside the country. Because by the time you drop all these things in the drainage, it finds its way back to the sea. And these things have no tendency to decay over the years. So it is not environmentally friendly. So I think we should have a stronger policy in place talking about the government, and we should have a serious advocacy to educate Nigerians about the need to be environmental friendly in terms of how you dispose your waste.
They may have done something, but it's not enough. Because if it's enough, there won't be the flood experience. It's not enough, definitely. When they get a contract, they do it wishy-washy. And the end result is what we are saying. That is the way I see it. They are not doing enough. I've been to places in the world and it's properly done and you will not see the disaster. Then you ask me a second question. No, that is the worst disaster. Citizens are so hygienic. The way they throw pure water things, and our people, our Africans are fun in shots. They throw things anyhow. They don't give a damn. They are not environmentally conscious. So the citizens are zero. Consciousness is not even there. That discipline is not there.
Comment of the day, I mean Lagos State has not done anything in regard of Lagos State drainage. Do you know the meaning of drainage? Waterways, after rain, floods, channels, from township or urbanities to rivers, to canal. From canal, it empties into the river. From where the river is just emptied into the Atlantic Ocean. Simple. That defines better drainage system. Like you have drainage in Nigeria, if Nigeria is well planned, you can't see this kind of disaster happening in Lagos State, Anambra State, Borno State, all over the country. But we don't plan well. We should have channeled the entire canals to one place from where it will be emptied into Atlantic Ocean. But you can see it. The waterways, the water channels are wrongly constructed. That's why anytime it rains, you see some people dying accidentally. In fact, heavy downpour in Nigeria is a disaster. Because once it occurs, the residents as Lagos Island and Banana Island, all of them will be scampering for safety to get at home before getting or being drowned. You see it. The government has not done anything in terms of channeling the waters. The flood waters, to the right position. They only read budgets in that regard and they sink the money. Distribute it or disburse it among themselves. We don't have good drainage. The water channels in Nigeria are poorly constructed. The only drainage we have in West Africa, I can just tell you that Lake Chad, River Niger, that's all, River Gambia, Senegambia, River Niger, Hadija, Katsina Allah, Lokoja, where you have the confluence town where River Niger and Benue meets and they wash down to this Atlantic Ocean. That's the only drainage we have in West Africa.
I think the citizens really need to be oriented on how not to put things by trying to block the flood. You can't block the flood. It's supposed to be left for government to do because they have the capacity. But as individuals, we can't come together and do it. We don't have that fund. And as a result of maybe building house beside the road or selling beside the road or trying to, all this still cause victims to feel bad. So in this case, we need to orient them to shift their things from blood and give way to flood to pass. I think they need to really orient them on that.
They are trying their best. They should do more and more especially when they are constructing road. We need a very wide gutter. Is good to have a very wide gutter, and they should also go to the rural area. Government should not concentrate on the cities alone. Go also to the rural area. They are trying their best. They should try more.
I want to thank the Lagos State government for what they have done so far. It's not easy to manage a mega city. Nevertheless, I will make the following suggestions. 1, existing drainages need to be expanded. Number 2, during general cleanup like Saturday sanitation, they should look for vehicles. For instance, there is this tricycle waste carrier sold somewhere along Acme Road. They can use it to evacuate those waste brought out from the drainages on Saturdays and move them to the receptacle. Number 3, all the major canals in Lagos, they should be desilted quarterly, once every 3 months. Number 4, if you look around you in Lagos, all the street lights, there are no waste bin collectors. If you go to a place like Uyo, they have it on the street lights. They install it. If you drink pure water, bottled water, I want to discard it, you go to the waste bin closest to you and you throw it into that place. So these are some of the steps that Lagos State need to implement to ensure, to prevent flooding and make sure that all this, the drainages flow well and the flooding is prevented, and also the environment is much more healthy for everybody.
No, there is nothing being done about it. So the town planning laws are not being followed. People build how they want to, and they can manipulate the system and build. And also the government needs to build some dams to prevent the flooding. If you have enough dam and we have our people following the town planning system, I think the flood will be controlled. Because with the way population is exploding in Nigeria, there will be more houses to be built, and the more population we have, the more houses we have, the lesser places the water will have to go. So the water will always find a place. So when there's no proper channel for the water, it will cause flooding.
You've heard it from the citizens. Flood remains a major issue across Nigeria. The citizens are urging the government to step up their game and take responsibility. This is Citizens Direct on TVWest. My name is Victoria Ogudende. Thank you for joining us.
Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run ọba dániwáyé, ọba ṣẹ̀dá, ọba tó ka èmi àti ẹ̀yin sí ní àkókò tí ẹ̀ ń wo ìkànnì TVWest yìí. A mú ètò kan pàtàkì. Kí la pè ètò náà? Kí ni Bíbélì sọ? Lórí ètò yìí la ó ti máa jíròrò, la ó ti pe àwọn akọni ẹ̀dá, àwọn tó mọ̀ ti fún tẹ̀dọ̀ inú Bíbélì, ìyẹn àwọn àlùfáà, àwọn pásítọ̀ tí wọ́n mọ̀ ibi tí wọ́n dojú ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run kọ nínú Bíbélì, ibi tí a ó ti máa jíròrò àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ tó ta kókó. Lónìí, àlùfáà wà nínú ilé agodo níbí báyìí. Ìyẹn àlùfáà wo ni mò ń pè rí? The Venerable Simeon Ajayi láti inú ìjọ The African Church Emmanuel Parish Ọgbà. Àwọn ni a ó jìjọ máa gbé àkórí ọ̀rọ̀ tòní ni pé kí ni Bíbélì sọ lórí ìdámẹ́wàá àti ọrẹ. Orúkọ mi ò yí padà, Àbọ̀sẹ̀dé Adégbóyèga lórúkọ mi. Ẹ máa bá wa. Ẹ̀yin aráalé, ẹ bá mi kí káàbọ̀ sínú ìkànnì yìí lówùúrọ̀ yìí. Àlùfáà àgbà ìjọ The African Church Emmanuel Parish Ọgbà, The Venerable Simeon Ajayi. Ẹ káàbọ̀, ẹ bá mi kí àwọn aráalé.
Iṣẹ́ púpọ̀, a kí gbogbo àwọn aráalé gbẹ̀ntẹ̀ wò wá ní àkókò yìí àmàdúrà pé ọlọ́run àánú àfihàn ẹ̀ àbáyé gbé nígbà gbogbo lórúkọ Jésù. Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀.
Lákòókò yìí a ó máa ṣàgbéyẹ̀wò kókó ọ̀rọ̀ tó sọ wípé kí ni Bíbélì sọ lórí ìdámẹ́wàá àti ọrẹ. Nínú Bíbélì àwọn kan gbàgbọ́ wípé wọ́n kọ síbẹ̀ pé dandan ni kí a máa san ìdámẹ́wàá. Àwọn kan sì gbàgbọ́ pé torí àwọn èèyàn Ísírẹ́lì lásìkò yẹn òfin Mosaic òun ni wọ́n ń lò, òye ló sọ wípé kí wọ́n máa san ìdámẹ́wàá. Kí ni ẹ lè bá wa sọ nípa ìdámẹ́wàá?
Ìdámẹ́wàá gẹ́gẹ́ bí a ti pè ní èdè Yorùbá, a mọ̀ pé ní ayé tí a wà lónìí ó ti jẹ́ nǹkan tí ó ti dá àríyànjiyàn púpọ̀ sílẹ̀, ṣùgbọ́n tá a bá wò ó lọ síbi tí ó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀, a rí i pé ìdámẹ́wàá ò yẹ kó jẹ́ ohun tó máa di àríyànjiyàn gẹ́gẹ́ bí a ti ń fà á nínú ní kúkúrú èdè. Ìdámẹ́wàá ní bí Yorùbá ṣe pé ó jẹ́ ìdámẹ́wàá ohun tí èèyàn ní àfi fún Ọlọ́run. Ó dẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti ọ̀dọ̀ bàbá ńlá wa tí a pè ní Ábúráhámù. Níbẹ̀ ló ti bẹ̀rẹ̀, ẹni àkọ́kọ́ tó san ìdámẹ́wàá nìyẹn. Sísan ìdámẹ́wàá ti ẹ̀dẹ̀kẹ̀rẹ́ kì í ṣe pé Ọlọ́run ló pa á láṣẹ fún láti ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. Òun fúnra ara ẹ̀ láti inú ẹ̀ ló fi ẹ̀mí ìmoore hàn sí Ọlọ́run. Bàbá wò ó nínú Bíbélì, ìwé Genesis orí 14, àárín bẹ́ẹ̀ Ábúráhámù jáde ó lọ ja ogun láti gba Lot sílẹ̀ kúrò lọ́wọ́ àwọn tó kó àwọn ará Sódómù àti Lot, nítorí gbà yẹn Lot ń gbé ní ilẹ̀ Sódómù, so ogun wá ja ilẹ̀ Sódómù àti Gòmórà, so wọ́n kó Lot pẹ̀lú àwọn ogun yẹn. So Lot dẹ̀ jẹ́ bí àbúrò sí Ábúráhámù, so Ábúráhámù jáde ó lọ jagun ó dẹ̀ gba Lot sílẹ̀, ó tún kó ẹrù ó kẹrù ó kó wálé. So nígbà tó fi wá délé inú ẹ̀ dùn pé bí ogun yẹn ṣe le tó òun ní oore ọ̀fẹ́ láti borí, so ó wá ní òun dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run. Láti inú ọkàn rẹ̀ ló fi sọ pé ó pe gbogbo nǹkan tó ń kọ́ lójú ogun yẹn ìdámẹ́wàá ẹ̀ òun fi fún ẹ tí a pè ní Mèkísédékì nínú Genesis chapter 14 yẹn, a pè ní ọba Salem, king of Salem. Àdìtú mìíràn nìyẹn ká fi yẹn sílẹ̀. So òun ni ẹni tí Ábúráhámù fún ní ìdámẹ́wàá ní àkókò yẹn. So ó jẹ́ ohun tó ti inú ẹ̀ wá tí olóyìnbó ń pè ní voluntary act of gratitude to God. Ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tó ń tẹ̀síwájú lábẹ́ òfin Mósè gẹ́gẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe sọ, so àwọn èèyàn rí i pé òkè Ábúráhámù ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀, Jákọ́bù ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀, so kẹ́ka kúkú fi ká sọ di òfin fún gbogbo ènìyàn láti máa mú ìdámẹ́wàá wá fún sí ilé Ọlọ́run, torí pé oore ọ̀fẹ́ yìí á jẹ́ kí a lè ṣe ìtọ́jú àwọn ọmọ Léfì àti àwọn mìíràn tó jẹ́ pé wọn ò ní àǹfààní láti ní àwọn ohun tí wọ́n tó yẹ kán ní láti fi tọ́jú ara wọn, àwọn bí opó, àwọn ọmọ aláìní bàbá àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. So torí ìdí èyí ni a ṣe sọ di òfin lábẹ́ òfin Mósè wípé kí gbogbo ènìyàn kí wọ́n máa mú ìdámẹ́wàá èrè oko àbí ohun gbogbo tó tí Ọlọ́run bá pèsè fún wọn kí wọ́n máa mú wá. Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ fi àṣẹ sí, so láti ìgbà yẹn ló ti di òfin tí àwọn ará Ísírẹ́lì tẹ̀lé.
Ní àwọn ará Ísírẹ́lì ni wọ́n ń tẹ̀lé, bọ̀ ní òde òní àòsí láyé ìgbà àwọn Ísírẹ́lì gẹ́gẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan, sọ wípé voluntarily bàbá wa Ábúráhámù ni wọ́n sọ wípé kí a máa san ìdámẹ́wàá, kì í ṣe òfin láti ọ̀dọ̀ Ọlọ́run bá. Ẹ wá sọ pé wọ́n ti sọ di òfin, ǹjẹ́ ó pọn dandan fún Kìrìsìtẹ́nì láti máa san?
Ní gbogbo ọ̀nà generally, bóyá ẹ̀kan lóṣù, ẹ̀kan lọ́sẹ̀, ojoojúmọ́, ìdámẹ́wàá ohun tí ó yẹ kí ó jẹ́ ni wípé ó yẹ kó jẹ́ ohun tí ènìyàn ń ṣe láti inú ọkàn rẹ̀ láti fi ẹ̀mí ìmoore hàn sí Ọlọ́run. Ní ti ìhà bóyá kó jẹ́ dandan àbí kó má jẹ́ dandan, mo fẹ́ ká wò ó ní ìwò wípé ká má wò ó gẹ́gẹ́ bí òfin, ká wò ó bí ìwò pé kí ni ìdí ẹ̀ tí a fi sọ di òfin lábẹ́ òfin Mósè. Ìdí ẹ̀ ni wípé gẹ́gẹ́ bí mo ti sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan, ká lè ní àwọn nǹkan láti fi pèsè fún àwọn ọmọ Léfì, àwọn aláìní, àwọn opó, àwọn àlejò àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Bí a bá wo eléyìí dáadáa ní àwòjinlẹ̀, ó yẹ ká wò ó ní ọkàn wa wípé ohun tí ìdí tí a fi sọ di òfin ni láti máa ṣe ìpèsè fún àwọn tó kù díẹ̀ káàtó fún. tó bá bá wò ó ní ìwò yẹn, ká tún wò ó pẹ̀lú ohun tí Ábúráhámù ṣe láti fi ẹ̀mí ìmoore hàn sí Ọlọ́run. Kò yẹ kí á tiẹ̀ ṣe sọ fún onígbàgbọ́ kan káṣẹ́ kàn ń pa fún ẹ àbí káṣẹ́ sọ fún ẹ pé òfin dè ẹ́ pé kó san ìdámẹ́wàá. Ó yẹ kó rí gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀nà láti fi ẹ̀mí ìmoore ó ṣiṣẹ́, Ọlọ́run fún ọ ní èrè. Torí pé kì í ṣe ní gẹ́gẹ́ bí onígbàgbọ́ gbàgbọ́ pé ohunkóhun tí ènìyàn bá ní kì í ṣe nípa ipá, kì í ṣe nípa agbárí, kì í ṣe nípa oore ọ̀fẹ́ Ọlọ́run. So bí a bá rí oore ọ̀fẹ́ yẹn gbà tó ṣiṣẹ́ tó ní èrè, bóyá ó ń gbowó oṣù ní gbowó oṣù àbí bóyá ó ń tajà tó ní àwọn èrè lórí ẹ̀, ó yẹ kó kọ́kọ́ fi ọkàn dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run pé Ọlọ́run mo dúpẹ́ o. So fún eléyìí tí ẹ ṣe fún mi nínú èrè tí mo rí yìí, mo fi eléyìí fún ẹ.
Ó dáa, ẹ jẹ́ ká tún wò báyìí. Èmi bí mo ṣe ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ yìí, oníṣẹ́ oṣù ni mí, mò ń gbowó oṣù. Bóyá mo gba 100,000. Mo tún ń ṣí ṣọ́ọ̀bù, mò ń tajà ní ṣọ́ọ̀bù. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi tún fi owó ránṣẹ́ sí mi, ó di ọ̀nà mẹ́ta, àbí? Ṣé nínú owó oṣù mi yẹn ni mo ti máa yan ìdámẹ́wàá ni? Àbí nínú owó ṣọ́ọ̀bù ni mo ti máa yan ìdámẹ́wàá ni? Tàbí nínú owó ẹ̀bùn owó tí wọ́n fún mi, ṣé náà ni màá ti yan ìdámẹ́wàá? Àbí lórí mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta tí bá ṣàkójọpọ̀ mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta ni màá ti yan ìdámẹ́wàá? Èwo gangan ni ìdámẹ́wàá nínú mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta?
Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀. Tábàdíkà wò gẹ́gẹ́ bí ohun tí ó wà nínú òfin Mósè, ó ní nínú èrè oko àbí iṣẹ́ tí èèyàn bá ń ṣe kan yọ ìdámẹ́wàá kúrò. So tábàdíkà wò ìyẹn ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ń wò ní ayé òde òní pé lórí bóyá wọ́n gba sálárì wọ́n á yọ, àbí bóyá lórí pé bóyá wọ́n ń tajà wọ́n á yọ. So bóyá lórí ẹ̀bùn èèyàn kan fún yàn lẹ́bùn àbí nǹkan kan, ẹlòmíì ò kí ń wò lọ sí sáìdì bẹ́ẹ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n bí Olúwa bá fi sí ènìyàn lọ́kàn, ẹ rí nǹkan tí mo máa ń sọ fún èèyàn pa ìdámẹ́wàá, òun ni eléyìí pé fífún Ọlọ́run ní ìdámẹ́wàá, ohun tó ń sọ ní ọkàn ẹ ni wípé owó tí mo rí yìí àbí owó tó wà lọ́wọ́ mi, òun kọ́ ni báwo ni Yorùbá ṣe máa pè, òun kọ́ ni source.
Òun kọ́ ni ọ̀nà tí mo gbà pawó.
Òun kọ́ ni source láti pèsè fún mi. Ọlọ́run òun ni source mi. So ohun tí ó túmọ̀ sí lọ́dọ̀ tèmi nìyẹn. Bí ènìyàn bá, because ìdí tí ẹlòmíì fi máa ń wò pé kò ní ìdí ìdámẹ́wàá nìkan, nítorí pé ẹlòmíì lè wo owó tó kó jọ, ẹ wá wò pé tó bá yọ ìdámẹ́wàá lórí ẹ̀, ó wo bí ìdámẹ́wàá ẹ̀ ṣe pọ̀ tó ẹ̀ máa kó ilé ó ti pọ̀ jù, máa kó lẹ̀ fọlọ́run. Lọ́kàn tiẹ̀ nǹkan tó ti ń rò lọ́kàn ẹ̀ ni pé bóun bá yọ owó yẹn, èyí tó kù lè má tó òun náà. Meanwhile, àwọn tó ń yọ tí wọ́n fi ìgbàgbọ́ sọ́kàn rí pé kì í ṣe owó yẹn gangan ni ó ń tọ́jú mi bí ìbá ṣe Ọlọ́run, wọ́n á yọ láì ronú pé méjì, torí pé wọ́n mọ̀ pé kò sí ohun tí mo yọ yìí àbí èyí tó ṣẹ́kù, ohun gangan kọ́ ni ohun tó máa gbé mi di bóyá oṣù tó ń bọ̀ àbí whatever, bí kò ṣe wípé mò ń fi fún Ọlọ́run ẹni tó jẹ́ orísun ìpèsè mi. Kò dẹ̀ sí bó ṣe lè pọ̀ tó, bóyá lórí ẹ̀bùn tán fún mi ni o, àbí bóyá lórí owó oṣù ni o, àbí bóyá lórí owó tí mo pa lórí ọjà, kò sí bó ṣe lè pọ̀ tó, mo fi fún Olúwa nítorí pé òun ni orísun ìpèsè fún mi. So ohun tí mo máa ń gba àwọn ènìyàn níyànjú nìyẹn, nǹkan tí Ọlọ́run fẹ́ rí gan nìyẹn, torí pé ọkàn kì í ṣe pé nípa kákan wípé mo ń tẹ̀lé òfin ní ká máa ṣe, mo dẹ̀ ń ṣe, no, ọkàn tó fi ṣe. Jésù sọ nínú ìwé Matthew orí 23, ibẹ̀ ló ti bá àwọn Farisí wí, tó àwọn ẹ̀ mú òfin yẹn gan pé o gbọ́dọ̀ san ìdámẹ́wàá, o gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe báyìí, o gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe. So ìyẹn ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn máa ń kóòtù láyé òde òní, Matthew 23 pé Jésù gan ò fara mọ́ ìdámẹ́wàá, because Bíbélì yẹn sọ níbẹ̀, Jésù sọ fún àwọn Farisí, ó ní ègbé ni fún yín ẹ̀yin Farisí, torí pé ẹ̀yin san ìdámẹ́wàá mìntì àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Ó ní ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀yin ẹ fi ọ̀ràn tó tóbi jù nínú òfin ẹ fi sílẹ̀ láì ṣe, èyí ni àánú, òtítọ́ àti òdodo. Ó ní ẹ fi wọ́n yẹn sílẹ̀, ó ní ẹ wá ń san ìdá mẹ́wàá. Ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tó máa parí ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ mẹ́ẹ̀, ó ní gbogbo ìwọ̀n yìí ni ẹ ò gbọ́dọ̀ fi sílẹ̀ láì ṣe àti ìdá mẹ́wàá náà. So ohun tó ń sọ ni wípé mi ò ní kẹ́ má san ìdá mẹ́wàá o, ṣùgbọ́n ohun tó ṣe pàtàkì jù, ìdí tí Ọlọ́run gan fi sọ pé kẹ́ ẹ ṣe ni pé láti fi pèsè fún àwọn tó kù díẹ̀ káàtó fún, láti ṣe bó ti tọ́. Ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tẹ́ bá ń san ìdá mẹ́wàá ṣùgbọ́n ẹ ń fìyà jẹ lòmíì, àwọn tó kù díẹ̀ káàtó fún ẹ pọ́n wọn lójú, kí ni àǹfààní ìdá mẹ́wàá tẹ́ ń san?
tó dáa jẹ́ ká wá wò láti bí ṣé dandan ni kó jẹ́ pé ìjọ Ọlọ́run ni mo máa san ìdá mẹ́wàá sí? Mo lè lérò àwọn àwọn ọmọ Léfì ló ní ká fún ní ìdá mẹ́wàá, àbí?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Tí máa rò pé mi ò sọ ìdá mẹ́wàá tèmi sínú ìjọ, mo fẹ́ fi ìdá mẹ́wàá mi mo fẹ́ fi fún àlùfáà àbí mo fẹ́ fún pásítọ̀, ṣó tọ̀nà?
Okay, láti ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ nígbà tó di òfin lábẹ́ òfin Mósè, àwọn ọmọ Léfì ló ń gbà ìdá mẹ́wàá. Ẹ mọ̀ nínú àwọn ọmọ Jákọ́bù 12 ni wọ́n, so ìran Léfì nínú gbogbo àwọn ọmọ Jákọ́bù ìran wọn ni wọn ò ní ìpín bóyá a pín ilẹ̀ fún wọn torí pé a pè wọ́n ní ọmọ Léfì. So a gbàgbọ́ pé nínú iṣẹ́ Léfì, iṣẹ́ àlùfáà nìkan ti lọ máa jẹ. So nípa bẹ́ẹ̀ ni a ṣe sọ pé àwọn nìkan máa gba ìdá mẹ́wàá. Ẹ wá sí ayé òde òní nírú ìjọ tí èmi ti wá tó jẹ́ African Church, ètò ti wà, ètò bíi pé ẹni tó bá jẹ́ àlùfáà nínú ìjọ wa ó ń gba sálárì lóṣooṣù, àti ṣètò pé tóṣù bá parí òye báyìí la máa fún ẹ gẹ́gẹ́ bí owó oṣù ẹ. So nítorí bẹ́ẹ̀ tí ó bá ti ń gba sálárì tá a ti ń ṣètò ìpèsè wà fún, so ìdá mẹ́wàá yẹn ó kúkú lọ sínú church níbi tá a ti ṣètò pákéjì owó oṣù fún àlùfáà yẹn. So that is why tó fi jẹ́ pé ní ayé òde òní a gba àwọn èèyàn ní ìmọ̀ràn pé ẹ san sí church, especially àwọn ìjọ tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n ní ètò owó oṣù fún àlùfáà.
Ǹjẹ́ ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ni fún mi pé mi ò fẹ́ fi tèmi sí inú ìjọ, àlùfáà ni mo fẹ́ fún, tàbí kí n fi fún aláìní níta tí ò ṣe nínú ìjọ? Ẹ mọ̀ mo lè dédé wò pé ìdá mẹ́wàá tèmi, obìnrin kan wà lọ́nà àdúgbò mi, àgbàdo ló ń ta, ó kù díẹ̀ káàtó fún, ṣé mo lè lo ìdá mẹ́wàá mi yẹn, mo lè lo láti fi ràn án lọ́wọ́ kó dẹ̀ jẹ́ ìtẹ́wọ́gbà níwájú Ọlọ́run pé mo ti san ìdá mẹ́wàá mi?
Ó ṣeéṣe láti jẹ́ pé ó jẹ́ ìtẹ́wọ́gbà níwájú Ọlọ́run pé bá san ní ìlànà yẹn, ṣùgbọ́n ohun tí ẹ ò gbọ́dọ̀ gbàgbé ni wípé kò gbọ́dọ̀ sí ààyè nínú ìjọ tẹ́ ń lọ láti sọ wípé bóyá wọn ò rí owó oṣù àlùfáà san. Ṣé nǹkan tí mo sọ yẹn yé yín? Torí pé pàtàkì ni wípé wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe ìtọ́jú àlùfáà.
Àwọn ilé ìjọsìn kan lóde òní wọ́n máa ń fi ègún sí orí pé tó bá ti san ìdá mẹ́wàá nǹkan báyìí ló máa ṣe é, nǹkan báyìí. Ṣé Bíbélì ṣe sọ nìyẹn pé dandan ni kí wọ́n fi ègún lé ẹni tí ò san ìdá mẹ́wàá?
Irú ìyẹn mo fẹ́ gbàgbọ́ pé wọ́n ń lo ìwé Málákì, tẹ́ bá rántí Málákì náà sọ nípa ìdá mẹ́wàá orí 3. Ó ní láti ẹnu wòlíì Málákì ó sọ pé Ọlọ́run sọ pé ẹ̀yin jà mí ní olè, ọ̀nà wo lẹ fi ń gbàjà mí ní olè nípa ìdá mẹ́wàá àti ọrẹ. Ó wá tẹ̀síwájú, ẹni gbogbo ìdá mẹ́wàá wá sílé mọ́ kí oúnjẹ lè wà ní ilé mi. Ó ní ẹ fi èyí dán mi wò bí èmi kì yóò bá kòkòrò ajẹnirun wí lórí yín. So ẹlòmíì máa ń mú bẹ́ẹ̀ pé ó túmọ̀ sí pé tó o bá san kòkòrò ajẹnirun lè
jẹ iṣẹ́ o.
Ó lè jẹ́ o. So ìyẹn lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ máa ń lò. Ṣùgbọ́n Ọlọ́run wa kì í ṣe ẹni tó jẹ́ pé kì í ṣọba àkà. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tó ju èyí tó ju ọ̀rọ̀ ìdá mẹ́wàá lọ, Ọlọ́run á tún wò wọ́n báyìí.
láti dáríjì wá.
àwa gangan ló yẹ ká wò pé ojúṣe lélẹ̀ kò dìgbà tó jẹ́ pé bóyá wọ́n bá ṣe threatening ẹ pé tó bá sọ o báyìí máa ṣe ìgbà yẹn lọ́lọ́mí náà yẹ kó jẹ́ láti ọkàn rẹ̀ sí ọ̀dọ̀ Ọlọ́run.
ẹ̀yin ará ilé, mo lérò wípé ẹ ti rí nǹkan ẹyọ kan tàbí méjì mú nínú ọ̀rọ̀ tí àlùfáà wa the venerable Simeon Ajayi láti ìjọ the African Church Emmanuel Parish number 1 Thomas Alako Street Ìjàyè-Ọgbà tí wọ́n bá wa yànnàná láàárọ̀ yìí. Àwọn ìbéèrè kan ti ń wọlé láti àwọn ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn ará ilé. Ní báyìí ká tó máa mú àwọn ìbéèrè yẹn gbéyẹ̀wò, ẹ jẹ́ ká dé òkè lọ́hùn. káàbọ̀ padà sórí ètò Kí ni Bíbélì sọ lórí ìkànnì TVWest. Ọ̀kanòjọ̀kan ìbéèrè ló ti wọlé àtọ̀ sí àwọn ìbéèrè lórí ìdámẹ́wàá o. Ìbéèrè àkọ́kọ́ tí mo ní níbí báyìí ló sọ wípé akíyín o àǹtí Abọ́sẹ̀dé, à ń gbádùn ètò yín. Ìbéèrè tèmi kì í ṣe lórí ìdámẹ́wàá àti ọrẹ o. Ìbéèrè tèmi ni pé kí ni Bíbélì sọ lórí ká máa mu sìgá tàbí ká ya tàtú ká dá imú lu. Ǹjẹ́ kí ni Bíbélì sọ lórí ẹ̀? Ṣé ọ̀rọ̀ Bíbélì kọ́kọ́ fìdí ẹ̀ múlẹ̀ pé kò dáa fún ọmọ ènìyàn láti dámú lu tàbí láti ya tàtú sára?
Dá imú lu.
Àǹtí Fọláṣadé Phillips láti Arigidi Àkókó nípínlẹ̀ Ondo ni wọ́n béèrè ìbéèrè yìí.
Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí èèyàn kan, mi ò kì í ṣe àlùfáà tó máa ń sọ pé òfin nǹkan tó òfin bá sọ ẹ tẹ̀lé àbí báyìí. Èmi máa ń sọ fáwọn èèyàn pé ìjọsìn pẹ̀lú Ọlọ́run ó ní í ṣe pẹ̀lú ìbáṣepọ̀ nínú ọkàn yìí àti Olúwa. Mo máa ń sọ fáwọn èèyàn ohun tẹ́ ẹ sọ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ìyá tàtú,
ọ̀dàmúlu, ọ̀dàdòdòlu, ọ̀dàhànlu, ọ̀ṣẹ̀ Jẹ́ríkò yìí.
Nínú Bíbélì láyé àtijọ́ wọ́n rí gẹ́gẹ́ bí irú tàtú ni a rí gẹ́gẹ́ bí àṣà àwọn ilẹ̀. Ẹ mọ̀ pé àwọn ilẹ̀ kan wà tó jẹ́ pé àwọn ọmọ Ísírẹ́lì lọ a pè àwọn kan ní báwo ni Bíbélì ṣe pè wọ́n bí àwọn Gentiles, àwọn tí ẹ mọ̀ pé Ọlọ́run ka àwọn ọmọ Ísírẹ́lì gẹ́gẹ́ bí àwọn ẹni lójú Ọlọ́run. Àwọn ilẹ̀ àwọn míì wọ́n wà bí àwọn ará Kénáánì àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Àwọn yẹn Ọlọ́run lé wọn kúrò nílẹ̀ wọn tí àwọn ọmọ Ísírẹ́lì gbà bẹ́ẹ̀. So àwọn yẹn ó ní àṣà táwọn ń ṣe, Ọlọ́run mìíràn làwọn yẹn ń sìn. Ní ọ̀dọ̀ tiwọn irú tàtú yẹn ń sìn ó jẹ́ bí ọ̀nà tí àwọn fi ń jọ́sìn fún Ọlọ́run náà. So ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nínú àwọn àṣà yẹn ní Ọlọ́run sọ pé tẹ́ bá dé ilẹ̀ tẹ́ ń lọ ilẹ̀ àjèjì ni o, ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀yin lẹ fẹ́ lọ gbà, ẹ má darapọ̀ mọ́ wọn kẹ́ lọ máa ṣe àwọn àṣà tí wọ́n ń ṣe o. Ṣé ó ṣe yín máa ẹ̀? So òun ni ó fi dàbí ẹni pé nínú Bíbélì ọ̀ wò bí ẹni pé ń wá àwọn májẹ̀mú láéláé àìlọ́wọ́ sí. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹ bá wá tó wá wò wá sí àṣà ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, ṣe mọ̀ pé fashion àbẹ́mù.
Àwọn ìyàwó aláyé ọjọ́ sí wọ́n fi kọ orúkọ wọn sí Àpèkẹ́, Àgbékẹ́, Àdùnní.
Ìjọ̀rọ̀ mi yé yìí. So tábà wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní sọ kẹ́ máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní gbà bí ìgbà ọtí, a kàn máa tanra wa jẹ ni. A dẹ̀ fi àwọn nǹkan tó ṣe pàtàkì sílẹ̀ láì ṣe. èmi á máa sọ fún àwọn èèyàn wípé ohun tó máa ṣe irú ọ̀rọ̀ tí sìgá mímu àbúrò ọ̀tẹ̀gbà
sìgá mímu náà wà bẹ́ẹ̀.
ó wà gẹ́gẹ́ ni ẹ ṣe sọ àti tẹ́lòmíì bá béèrè lọ́wọ́ mi nípa ọtí mímu náà gbogbo àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí ìdí tí Ọlọ́run ṣe máa sọ wípé ẹ má ṣe báyìí òun ni nítorí wípé kí ni àtúbọ̀tán àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí tó máa fà sí ìlera ara rẹ̀ so bó bá ti ń ṣe nǹkan kan tó dẹ̀ mọ̀ wípé ó máa ní àtúbọ̀tán tó máa tó lè kó bá àgọ́ ara ẹ̀ ara nǹkan tí Ọlọ́run fẹ́ ká yàgò fún nìyẹn nítorí ara wa dẹ̀ ni ó kì í ṣe Ọlọ́run ò fi òfin sílẹ̀ nítorí tiẹ̀ gbogbo òfin tẹ́ bá rí torí pé torí ara wa ni o kì í ṣe torí bóyá ẹ pa òfin mọ́ ẹ pòfin mọ́ Ọlọ́run jọ́ Ọlọ́run lọ.
ìyẹn ni pé ẹni tó bá ṣe Jẹ́ríkò ẹ̀bí alọ́mọkùnrin tó ya tàtú tó dá múlu ṣùgbọ́n tí iṣẹ́ ìsìn ẹ̀ pé lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run ọba ǹjẹ́ nǹkan kò lẹ́ṣẹ̀.
ohun mìíràn tún ni wípé ohun tó bá ti ṣe tó bá máa mú ẹlòmíràn kọsẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹnìkan mo ṣe wà yìí èmi fẹ́ràn tàtú yẹn ó ní báwọn kan ṣe máa ṣe tó jẹ́ pé tí n bá rí báyìí ó máa wù mí. ṣùgbọ́n èmi ò lè ṣe nítorí pé tí n bá ṣe gẹ́gẹ́ bí àlùfáà tí àwọn èèyàn wò àwòkọ́ṣe ẹlòmíì lè lọ ṣe tiẹ̀ lọ́nà tó jẹ́ wípé ó máa jẹ́ àkóbá fún un.
ó dà ìbéèrè yìí rèé láti ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ láti Èrúwà Precious Olúfẹ́mi ó sọ wípé wọ́n sọ pé ìpè máa dún pé rapture máa wà ṣé lásìkò yìí ni ìgbà wo ni rapture yẹn fẹ́ dé gan ṣé báyìí máa ń wò ní ọjọ́ àmáwòmáwò wọn tó wá ní pé ó fún fèrè ni tàbí bó gangan lọ́kọ́ sí ó lóun ti ṣèwádìí nínú Bíbélì òun ò rí bí tó kọ rapture sí nínú Bíbélì ǹjẹ́ lè bá wọn fìdí ẹ̀ múlẹ̀.
ìpè máa dún rapture àti ìpadàbọ̀ Jésù lẹ́ẹ̀kejì àwọn èèyàn máa ń kó mọ́ra ìpadàbọ̀ Jésù lẹ́ẹ̀kejì àti ìgbàsókè àwọn àyànfẹ́ wà nílé ìjọba wo ìwé Tẹsalóníkà wọn á rí mbẹ Tẹsalóníkà kejì wọn á rí mbẹ bá dẹ̀ wo ìwé Revelation wọn á rí mbẹ so ó kì í ṣe pé bóyá irọ́ nǹkan tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ni Jésù nígbà tó ń lọ ó lóun padà bọ̀ láti wá kó àwọn àyànfẹ́ tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n ìgbà tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ni gan sọ pé àwọn áńgẹ́lì Ọlọ́run ò lè sọ ṣùgbọ́n kí ká má gbé ìgbé ayé wa pé ìgbà wo ni rapture fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ máa gbé ìgbé ayé ẹ̀ bí ìgbà tó jẹ́ pé rapture gan ó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ọ̀la so ẹlòmíì àwọn míì máa calculate pé bóyá tí rapture báyìí di the next 50 years jẹ́ kí n jẹ ayé mi bó bá ṣe wù mí tó bá ti kù 2 years kí rapture tó ṣẹlẹ̀ máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ni máa gbégbé ayé no Ọlọ́run ìyẹn kọ́ lọ́lọ́run sọ fún wa ẹ gbégbé ayé tó dára bóyá rapture máa ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́la àbí lọ́túnla.
àwọn aráalé wọn sọ wípé àwọn kí àlùfáà wa pé wọ́n kú iṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run wọ́n gbàdúrà wọ́n ní òróró yín wọ́n ní kí Ọlọ́run túbọ̀ máa bùkún òróró yín ó wá béèrè ó ní orúkọ wọn ní Jàre Olúṣayọ̀ láti Tọpó ní Badagry nípínlẹ̀ Èkó wọ́n ní ṣé Ọlọ́run máa ń gbọ́ gbogbo àdúrà àbí àwọn máa ń gba àwọn àdúrà kan àwọn kan máa gbà àwọn kan ò ní gbà ṣé kí ló dé pé kò ṣe gbogbo àdúrà tí èèyàn bá ń gbà lọ́lọ́run máa ń gbà.
nínú àdúrà tí Jésù kọ́ wa ara àwọn kan tó kọ́kọ́ sọ ń bẹ̀ ni pé kí ìjọba rẹ dé ìfẹ́ tìrẹ ni kí a ṣe ní ayé wọ́n ti ṣe bí ọ̀hún ó túmọ̀ sí pé nínú àdúrà téèyàn bá ń gbà èyí tẹ́ bá rí pé ó ṣẹ ó túmọ̀ sí pé ìfẹ́ Ọlọ́run wà ìfẹ́ tìrẹ ni kó ṣẹ lápájú lọ́wọ́ tó bá ń béèrè nǹkan lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run ìfẹ́ Ọlọ́run ló máa ṣẹ o so èyí tó bá dàbí ẹni pé òun béèrè fún ṣùgbọ́n kì í ṣe gẹ́gẹ́ bá ṣe máa ń ṣe àpẹẹrẹ ọmọ kékeré tó ṣẹ̀ ń ṣe kíní tó ti ń béèrè fún jet kí ló fẹ́ fi ṣe àbí ń béèrè fún mọ́tò ẹlòmíì máa béèrè fún nǹkan tó jẹ́ pé kíní ẹ̀ ló máa pa Ọlọ́run ò ní fún nírú àkókò yẹn so gbogbo gẹ́gẹ́ bí èmi ṣe máa sọ gbogbo àdúrà ló ń gbà ṣùgbọ́n bó ṣe máa gbà ló yàtọ̀ so ó lè gbà sí ọ̀nà pé yes Olúwa ti fún ẹ ní nǹkan tó fẹ́ ó lè gbà sí ọ̀nà no Ọlọ́run ò ní fún ẹ nítorí pé ó lè pa ẹ́ lára ó lè gbà sí ọ̀nà kẹta wípé dúró wait màá ṣe ńgbà tó bá tó àkókò tó máa yẹ.
Òyìnbó ni Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Olúṣọlá Olóyèdé láti Abẹ́òkúta nípínlẹ̀ Ògùn wọ́n fi kọ ìbéèrè tuntun. Wọ́n sọ pé were the miracles in the Bible real historical events or are they symbolic stories?
Miracles in the Bible.
Ìyẹn ni pé ṣé àwọn iṣẹ́ àmì tí nínú Bíbélì wọ́n ní ṣé ṣó real ṣé kò tọ́ ni àbí wọ́n kàn sọ pé kọ́kọ́ fi ṣe òfegè fáwọn èèyàn.
They are real. Go to Israel now, go to the land of Israel, they will show you where all this thing happened. Ibi tí gbogbo ẹ ti ṣẹlẹ̀ wọ́n á fi hàn wá.
Ìyẹn tó bá lọ sí Jerusalem.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹ bá lọ sí Jerusalem wọ́n á fi gbogbo ibi tí Jésù ti sọ mi dé ti wá ibi tí ó ti rìn lórí omi àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ gbogbo ẹ̀ náà máa fi hàn. So kì í ṣe bóyá òfegè àwọn nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lóòótọ́ àti ní òdodo ni. So kẹ́yìn ọ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan máa rò bí ẹni pé ìwé ìtàn ni wọ́n kàn fi ń ṣe bí symbol ní ká lè fi àwọn nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá sọ pé bóyá symbol ni ẹ fẹ́ sọ pé bóyá Jésù wá sáyé lóòótọ́ nìyẹn. Jésù wá sáyé lóòótọ́ ó dẹ̀ ṣe àwọn iṣẹ́ àmì àti iṣẹ́ ìyanu èyí tó máa mú kí àwọn ènìyàn kó gbàgbọ́ nínú agbára Ọlọ́run.
Ó dà lákòótán ẹ bá wa sọ fáwọn ará ilé ohun tó yẹ àti ohun tó tọ́ lórí ìdámẹ́wàá bí
àmọ̀ràn tèmi rèé fún àwọn ènìyàn ni wípé bá Ọlọ́run rìn débi wípé o gba Ọlọ́run gbọ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí orísun ìpèsè àti olùpèsè rẹ débi wípé ohunkóhun tó bá wà ní ọwọ́ rẹ kò pọ̀ ju ohun tó lè fún Ọlọ́run lọ. O gbọ́dọ̀ ní owó tó jẹ́ pé wàá wò pé lè tóbi ju ohun tí mo lè fún Olúwa. So fi ara rẹ bá Ọlọ́run rìn débi pé kò sí ohun tó ẹlòmíín fún Ọlọ́run ju ìdámẹ́wàá ibi tó bá Ọlọ́run rìn dé. So kò dẹ̀ sí ohun tí ènìyàn bá fi fún Ọlọ́run ní ìlọ́po ìwà fi fún ọ padà tí wọ́n máa sọ fún ọ.
So ẹ̀yin ará ilé lórí ìkànnì TVWest náà la ṣì wà lórí ètò Kí ni Bíbélì sọ. Mo lérò yìí pé ẹ ti rí kan àbí méjì mú nínú gbogbo àlàyé tí àlùfáà ìjọ the African Church Emmanuel Parish 1 Thomas Alako Street Ìjàyè-Ògbà the Venerable Simeon Ajayi tí wọ́n bá wa sọ lẹ́ni. Àlùfáà akínyìn ẹ ṣé gan tá a pè yín tẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ wa. Mo lérò wípé nígbà tá a bá tún pè yín lórí ìbéèrè míì ẹ jẹ́ wa.
Àbọ̀kẹ́ yín ní kíákíá.
Nígbà tá a bá ti pè yín
nígbàkúgbà.
Ẹ ṣé. Tó níbi ni a ó fi àdàgbà ètò Kí ni Bíbélì sọ lórí ìkànnì TVWest tòní sí. Orúkọ mi ò yí padà Abọ́sẹ̀dé Adégbóyèga lórúkọ mi.
issue has many voices. Before the experts debate them, before the politicians defend them, we hear it directly from the people. This is Citizens Direct on TVWest. My name is Victoria Ogudende, and today we ask citizens what they think could be done to address the issue of insecurity in Nigeria. For many Nigerians, the issue of insecurity goes beyond the headlines. It affects how people do business, travel, and go about their daily life. Today on Citizens Direct, we meet with citizens to ask them what they think could be done to address the issue of insecurity in Nigeria and what role should individuals play to have a safer society.
When we talk of insecurity in this country now, it's affecting everybody, both local and international and everything. You see what we should do, we should go back to our regional system security in the olden days. Like local government everywhere, they're supposed to have their own local security, state, everything. Join with the federal government. We need to assist federal government too, because this thing is affecting everybody in this country. We should try. Every local government chairman and all this thing, they should form security that will protect all the local ones and all this thing, all our farmers and everything. If you see now, because of insecurity in this country now, the food, something now, everything is raising. No food, nothing, everything, because nobody to go to farm to do anything. We should try to assist ourselves. Everybody now, this insecurity affecting everybody. All of us should be a security together. And when we hear any information, we give to police or you give to any local vigilante and all this, so that they can take action about it. That's what we're supposed to do. That's what my own idea about it.
Okay, I think insecurity in Nigeria is more of a political issue rather than the natural issue. We have seen the likes of things that are happening in Nigeria in the present day is presently happening in other African countries, which are not taken lightly. I haven't really seen any evidence or convincing evidence where the government is actively fighting the present state of insecurity in Nigeria. So I think the government has a bigger role to play. Even though citizens also has roles to play, but they are rather minor than what the government has to do in Nigeria. When it comes to our defense, I think the government has to do more. You have to actually support the military rather than the way it has been done on paper. There are instances where we see military personnel complaining that they are having to go to battles without proper equipment, machineries. But on a daily basis, we see what these bandits are doing online. They have TikTok accounts. Security has gone beyond just carrying guns. It is now technology. So it's not just about carrying guns and rifles about. These people are in the bush there. They can be easily tracked. So we need to involve tech more into our security system rather than just the regular way we have been doing it. So I think that is the major thing we need to focus on.
My advice is that before the issue of insecurity, like all these banditry, kidnapping and all the other stuff, back then there was, before each state there was a border, there was toll gates. So and then for every toll gate, like a kind of checkpoint before the toll gate, and after the toll gate there is also checkpoint. And for every checkpoint, there are soldiers, there are policemen, there are custom officers, there are NDLEAs. So you get what I'm saying? So my advice is that government should build for every state, within the border of every state, government should build toll gates. So if there are toll gates in every border of every state, and even within the states, it will be difficult it will not be easy for all this kidnapping and bandit, because, for example, when you kidnap a child and you are trying to take the child through to another state, or you know what I'm saying, there will be soldiers, there will be policemen. So it will not be easy for them to it will not be easy for kidnappers to pass through the toll gate. So that's my own listing, that government should build toll gate at every boundary of every state. So it will not be easy for them.
What actually happened is that I think the best approach to tackle insecurity in this country is probably the federal government should be able to, to implement the aspect of the camera aspect, input it in most important places. Because when you look at the most advanced countries, they have camera in most places, and then there's always this kind of way of whereby we have people that are in charge of the camera, that are always ready to take actions of everything. So, and also I think the implementation of these state policing, once it takes effect, there will definitely be changes. So these are some of the things that, and even we ourselves as citizens, we can always report everything, any kind of suspicious aspect in any environment, inform the security agency in as much as the information is important and needed as soon as possible. So I think with that, things will change gradually.
For me, I would say if Nigeria is going to be better tomorrow or today, I would say that we should learn how to be loving, which means Nigeria should unite. We should be able to do things together, because right now, all I can see is division. Nigerians are really, really divided. Nigerians are very, 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 very greedy. I'm from the western part of Nigeria, and I can tell you that my tribe is one of the greediest tribe ever in this country. Nigerians are very, very greedy, and we really need to stop that selfish mentality. It's not me, it's my neighbor. You know, all of those things. No worry, if you feel affect my neighbor, it no go affect me. That type of mentality. So I would just say Nigerians can do better. If we are not doing better, we'll continue to live like this, and it won't stop. It won't stop. Nigerians don't know how to stand up for themselves, and we get carried away easily. Few weeks ago, we were still talking about the children that were kidnapped, and all of a sudden, the first lady of the country, she talked about empowering older women with helping them with funds for akara and corn. And the next thing, everyone turned it into comedy skits and all of that. And look at where it has gotten us. Those children are still in the bush, and we've all forgotten about them. But yeah, we are all here trending. We are all using everything in this country to trend. For me, I'll say it is really, really bad. It is really, really bad, because if we actually love ourselves and we really, really live in unity, things like this won't happen. We will still be able to talk about this matter. Man, it's over a month now that these children are in the bush, and we've not said anything, we've not known anything, we've not heard anything about it. Nothing has happened, and everybody is just moving on as usual. My point is, Nigerians should stop. We should stop this selfish mentality.
Well, as for the government, they need to focus on the less civilized area, and as for the citizens, like, we need to focus on our curfew, because there are times that parents say like small children shouldn't stay outside till 10 p.m. 9 p.m. and we know that all these kidnappers, they are always outside in the night to do their bad things. So we need to focus more on our curfews, and parents should monitor their children, while the government need to like raid all those less civilized area to protect them well, because those bandits can't come to a place like this because it's well open. But places like the forest, bushes and all sort of that is where they stay, that's where they dwell. So the government needs to focus like their securities on that place. We need more tightened securities. I think that's what should be done for now.
Do you know what about the security? As in, they should, like, all these children that they are kidnapping. You know, once they kidnap some children in Ibadan, those students in Ibadan, that is very bad. As government or President Tinubu should help us about this insecurity in Nigeria, and we citizens also should, I don't even know how to say it, as in we citizens in Nigeria too should play our role as a Nigeria person. So, and then I want to even say something. Some guys used to beat a woman in Nigeria. So government, President Tinubu should find something to do about that. It's not allowed for a man to be beating a woman. I witnessed it in my area at K2 today. So they should not be beating those women. And then the children that they are kidnapping, that is this is not Boko Haram time again. So President Tinubu should find something to do about that, and government also. So I'll not say more than that.
I talk about the insecurity in the country, my sister. It's so challenging. It's so bad. We can't even travel to our own state. Like me, I'm from Benue State. It's so bad that we're in this Lagos. It's like we travel like every year like twice or 3 times in our state, but like we can't travel anymore. because when they kidnap us and they ask us to bring like 100 million, 200 million, who can we call for that? Who can we call? Most of my brothers and sisters are civil servants. They are civil servants. How much is their salary? So we decided to like remain in Lagos. We just stayed in Lagos, and I think Lagos is overpopulated because of the insecurity of the thing. So please, we like call on our governments to at least we have army, we have police, we have a lot of agencies. Let them help us and chase these people out of our road to our state so that we'll be able to like have peace in our state.
Although this insecurity in Nigeria, it has been like for like 10 years, 15 years now. Boko Haram, this, before now the bandits now. And secondly, I think we ourselves, our citizens, we should be our brother keeper. I mean, we should be getting ourselves, our neighbor, our colleague, our work. You see something, Anything you see that is not good, or for like insecurity, like you see someone carry a bag or sack into any neighborhood, speak out, don't fear. Even in a bus, say anything that this thing is like strange something, please speak louder. Because number one, federal government, they cannot come down from Abuja to your room or to your neighborhood. But we ourselves, we are here to secure ourselves, protect ourselves, even in the mosque or church. Although our pastors and our imam, they are trying their best, at least by making police around us on Sunday and Friday. Yet, but we ourselves, as a member, we should try as much as possible to be looking around us. Being a church, because olden days they will say if people are fighting, once you enter to church, they say you are saved or mosque. But now it has changed. So please, and I'm hugging our leader in politics, work, banks, all our elders. They should please try to add more to the security for us, because I think we masses, we don't have much energy to speak up, but we that we have money at least. And also, please, I thank our military men, Nigerian, the soldier, the police, they are doing well. Even all this our Amatekun, you can see, because every day in our news, today, they go inside bush, because someone like me now, I can't go to bush. The power to go bush, I don't have it. But then, the soldier men, they have family, they have future. Yes, they will go to inside bush to go and fight the bandits. So kudos for them, our military men. I really thanks to them very well. But yet, they should add more for us, for the security. And our president also, this combination also, I think they are planning to campaign for us. But please, insecurity, food, lights, water. Although Lagos government and Ogun State, they are doing their best, because I'm living at here now, Ojodu Bega. Like 15 years ago, Ojodu Bega road is no good at all. Even to that land there, but now it's good now. So our governor and Abiodun is trying their best. Our governor in Lagos State, they are doing more. Thanks to even our lights is okay now, because now we can use like 18 hours now for lights now. Yes, they are trying their best. So please, I'm begging them for this security in Nigeria. And we also, we the masses, should also to help our friends, our neighbor, our colleague in our area. So God bless you.
Okay, we talk about the security. I think number one is state police. Just start from there, state police. Then after that, I think even ourselves, we can start to secure our environment. Like now, if I see something wrong happen in our environment, I call the police. I call the nearest police station to come and check what is going on there. So that's what I think.
It's really devastating to see that Nigerians continue to live in fear. However, we hope that the voices of citizens are heard and worked upon on the issue of insecurity. This is Citizens Direct on TVWest. My name is Victoria Ogunaide.